This is the bag we're making, and it's such a fun and creative bag to make. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rebecca, and I redesign old thrifted items, and I show you step by step how to do it. I have another beginner friendly project for you guys, and I enjoyed making this bag so much. It was so fun and creative, and I really hope that you guys will try it. It's filled with hobby foam, so it holds the shape very nicely, and then you have loose ruffles on the edge, which makes it so playful and creative. I really hope that you guys will enjoy this tutorial, and let's get started. Start by drawing a heart shape on a folded piece of paper. Next, place your shape over a folded piece of fabric. I'm using an old bedsheet for this. Cut out the shape and add some seam allowance. Do this 2 times so that you have a total of 4 hearts. Next, cut out long strips that is about the double length around your heart shape and serge the edge and sew them together. Then fold the edge and sew a top stitch. Next, go ahead and sew 2 parallel stitches with loose settings on the raw edge, and then start pulling those strings so that you create a gathered ruffle. Gather the ruffle so that it will fit around the whole outer edge of the heart shape. Once the ruffle fits along the edge, go ahead and pin it along the edge with the right side facing the heart shape. Sew a stitch along that edge. Then take the other heart shape, right side facing the ruffles, and sew it around and leave a little gap for opening. Use your scissors to make a small snip in the center of the heart shape. Then you can go ahead and turn the heart around, right side facing out. Smooth out all the corners and edges and make sure that the ruffles are stretched out. Then you can go ahead and find a piece of hobby foam. Mine is about a ½ centimeter thick. Go ahead and cut out the new heart shape and roll it together so that you're able to fit it into the opening that we created. Take the heart shape and smooth it out inside of the heart. You can sew the opening by hand now, or you can do it once we are installing the other heart shapes later on. Next, take the other 2 pieces of heart and sew them right side together. And do the other step with the foam just as we did last, but not do the ruffles this time. Turn the heart shape around and then insert the foam and make sure that you stretch out all the corners and make it smooth and nice inside of the heart shape. Once both of the hearts are filled, we're going to measure from where we want the walls on the purse to be around the edge, and we're going to cut it out in another piece of foam. And here I made it about 10 centimeters, but that was too wide, so I ended up having it about 6 centimeter wide. Then I took a strip of fabric that was wide enough to cover the foam, and I sewed it together right side facing each other, leaving a little gap for turning it around. And once I turned the strip around, I also took the foam in my hand so that when I turned it around, the foam was inserted inside of the strip of fabric. Then I just pressed out all the corners, make sure that everything was smooth and nice. Now we're going to line the wall of the purse around the edge of the heart. And I'm just pinning it in place, and then I'm going to sew them on by hand. So I'm using a ladder stitch for doing this. So I sew 1 stitch on the outer purse and then 1 stitch on the side of the purse, and then I just continue this ladder all the way around. And you will have nice edges on the outside and also on the inside of the purse. Once the front of the purse is installed, I'm going to do the back side of the purse, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing the ladder stitch, sewing back and forth on both sides and hiding the seam as I go. Once the side of the purse is installed, I'm going to sew a strip of fabric and I'm going to sew the ends together, and then I'm just pinning it in place on the side of the purse, and I'm sewing it down with a machine. I'm doing it on the other side of the purse, stitching it in place with my machine. And you can go ahead and add a button if you want on the front of the purse, but I just left it like this. But you are done with your purse. I hope you guys like this tutorial and that you will give it a try. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and that you will give it a try. And please subscribe to my channel for more content. I put out new videos every Friday. And next week, I have a huge project coming up for you guys. And I think you guys are gonna love it. And I will talk to you guys next Friday. Bye!